Hey, it's another morning. How you doing? This is the Zero-DTE morning market analysis, and I'm Coach Ernie here to bring you what's going on this Monday morning for Zero-DTE traders. As you probably already know, we trade out of the money butterflies, asymmetric risk, keep our volatility returns, our drawdowns super low, going after outsized returns. And the morning market analysis is our situational analysis to see how wide or how aggressive that we go into this market based on volatility, the big picture volatility, and the IV for that morning. We look at market direction and we look at market structure to determine where we're going to have a potential entry event. All right, so with that said, let's go to the charts. There we go. But before we get started, I'd like to talk a little bit about what's going on this morning. It's pretty impactful. The volatility is on the rise, man. I mean, it has been on the rise for a little while. I talked about this earlier in the year, that you can expect an incredible amount of volatility with the uncertainty that's coming from the new administration and other goings-on. I've been talking about the potential for us going into a recession regardless of what administration is going to enter the fray. And that is all coming into fruition. As you can see, volatility is like, it's like going off like a SpaceX rocket. So while there's no market reports this morning to report of, it doesn't matter. The rest of this week is really a lineup. I mean, we have the jolts, the CPI, unemployment numbers. Man, all right. Anyways, let's get to the charts. As we can see, volatility sitting up at in the mid to upper range now of the Goldilocks zone at 25.86, almost 26. So that means that we're looking at super wide flies today, between 35 and 45 wide. Should we be on the 35 side or on the 45 side? You're probably not used to taking flies that wide because we've consistently maintained this zombie land stance for a long time, but now we have all this volatility. We got to lean into it. All right. Next thing to look at is our big ass fly to see where we're at there. And so for that, we need to go to Thinkorswim and take a look at, excuse me. All right. Big ass fly is a 50 wide at the money butterfly. Gives us our temperament, the market sentiment, the market fever, so to speak, how the market is pricing options. And we look at this 50 wide at the money butterfly. Sorry, still have a little tickle in my throat, so struggling sometimes getting the words out. 50 wide at the money butterfly that will tell us the debit. The debit, when it's very small, that means there's an immense amount of volatility or IV in the morning. When it's very large, that means it's kind of calm and sedate. And when it's under 25, it also means that this is a potential trade for us that we take in the morning. Now, we can probably take this right up to the open today because normally you see an economic report that comes out around 8:30 or so. Volatility tends to rise right into that report, which will definitely be the case tomorrow and the following days. And then take the trade just before that economic report comes out because often right after the report comes out, there will be a little bit of a crush of volatility. You'll get an immediate gain in your fly and it's like, yeah, love it. All right. So back to the VIX. So as we can see, 12 is way over here. So if we're talking 35 to 45 wide, you're looking at 40 to 45 wide on your butterflies. That might be out of the range for some smaller traders, especially if you're trading the SPX. So you can go to the E-mini S&P, which is half the size, or you could go to the XSP. There you'd be trading 3, 4, 5 wide. You could go to the MES, which is the micro version of the ES, and there you can trade it just like the XSP. All of those would allow for very small accounts. But if you have what most people have, and that is you're fully capitalized, you're going to definitely want to go the SPX route. All right, so next up is market direction. Our directional bias is pretty obvious. We are down, we're bearish, so we're looking at put flies out of the money. And now for market structure. We're currently in between two nodes. So we're currently in between two nodes. You can see we're bouncing off of this structural element here, 5706. This is all on the E-mini S&P futures. The nodes are demarcated by these green and red lines. The green's the bottom of the node, red is the top of the node. So we're in a lower liquidity area. It's very possible that we could come down to this other node that's down here. Let's see if we can see its boundaries. At the top it's 5676 by 5651. So very possible that we can come down there. What we're looking for, an entry event, is something like this. Move up into a node, expecting a reversal, and then we'll take an out of the money fly like down here somewhere, something like that, and then have price move into our fly. Very similar to what happened over here on Friday. So it came up into this structural element, price went down, we took a fly down here. We got a second opportunity where it bounced off the top of this fly, where we could take another trade like so. And so Friday was a fantastic day for us. Same thing happened on Thursday, where we this was a one and done, man. And another great day. You know, it's really been unbelievable in this high volatility. Normally my let me go to the big head here. There we go. I was pushing, but nothing was happening. Normally, my win rate is relatively modest, you know, like a 50-50, because we're essentially choosing a direction, and on any given day, the market's going one way or another, even in a trending environment. But as you could see from our trend analysis, that, man, I mean, there's just been so many down days. It's just in a row. In fact, let's see. Let's count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 days. Out of 13 days, 3 of them have been up days or ended up, and the rest have been down. So that's definitely not 50-50. However, even in those up days, there's been tremendous whipsaw, and so we're getting the a bearish move anyway. So even if it ended up that day, we could still get in a bearish move initially. So that's really incredible. In fact, I think since the beginning of, or the end or middle of February, my win rate has been almost 100%. Last week it was 100%. So super unusual, but I'm not going to complain. I don't think it can continue, because my long-term win rate is around 50% because of that fact that markets are essentially a coin flip on any given day. Now it's the distribution that we're looking at. So we play the trend in order to get those larger on average magnitudinal moves that go with the trend. So all's good. But with this volatility, we get like multiple chances during the day. If you want to learn more about Zero-DTE trading and how you can make money whether the market goes up or down, good money, and keep your losses super small, never draw down below 6%. Never. Now, I'm not talking about on a day. I'm talking about your entire trading capital. Never draw down below that. As a matter of fact, my average drawdown stays well within 2 or 3% most of the time. So if you'd like to trade like that and have the ability to put on, say, a $100 bet and make $1,000, this is where you want to be. Go down, learn about this strategy in the link below. We have a school community. It's called the Zero-DTE Academy. It's a growing community like no other. It also is sort of the lead into my coaching service. But go down there. It's super cheap, $35 a month. You'll never get another opportunity like this. It is incredible breadth of information in there, the entire strategy, process, methods, as well as 2 coaching calls a week. For that kind of money, man, go down there now. Now. All right. I'm all hyped up on Monday because we have some great things ahead of us. And the rest of this week, volatility is going to be punching. All right. This is going to be a cakewalk. All right, everybody. Thank you very much. I hope you all have a great trading week. Coach Ernie out.